When you look at the current retro handheld market, it's easy to feel like we're drowning in a sea of identical horizontal slabs. But ANBERNIC has consistently been an exception to this rule. They gave us something like ANBERNIC RG Slide, delivering a completely different design language with its unique slide-up display. And now they are at it again with ANBERNIC RG Rotate. It's a breath of fresh air that proves they aren't afraid to take experimental swings in a highly predictable market. Instead of another standard retro design, they made something that looks like a fusion of a Game Boy Advance and an MP3 player from the 2000s. The design looks weird at first, but the rotating screen slowly grows on you. It is the main reason this handheld even exists in the first place. Thankfully, it does not feel cheap either. The hinge is pretty solid and satisfying to use. It's available in two distinct finishes, Polar Black and Aurora Silver. The $20 price gap between them is a direct reflection of the materials used to make them. While the Polar Black model is made out of high-quality plastic that feels more traditionally retro and lightweight, the Aurora Silver variant feels a little more luxury territory with a full all-metal shell. Doing plastic and metal variations of the same console is a long-standing tradition for ANBERNIC. In fact, offering a premium metal option has been one of their signature moves for years. The RG Rotate is also tiny enough to put in your pocket without thinking much about it. That alone already makes it stand out from larger Android handhelds. Performance is decent too. The T6-18 chip is old now, but still good enough for Dreamcast, PSP, Saturn, and N64. The problem is that this handheld does not have analog sticks, so while some N64 and PSP games may run fine, they are not always comfortable to play. And that kind of explains the entire ANBERNIC RG Rotate's gaming experience. But this device is definitely not for everybody, so as long as you stay in its lane, it feels unique and fun. It's not something that would replace Odin 3 or Retroid Pocket 6. This is more of a fun side handheld that you would carry around for quick gaming, and something that would also work as a good music player. The Square 720 by 720 screen works really well for Game Boy Color, arcade games, and even DS layouts. GBA games also scale nicely here. The controls are also pretty good. The buttons use clicky switches instead of soft rubber membranes, so they feel sharp and responsive. People who enjoy retro platformers and older 2D games will probably like them. Performance aside, the audio setup is probably the weakest part of ANBERNIC RG Rotate. For starters, the lack of a headphone jack already hurts the whole music player idea. Then, despite ANBERNIC marketing the speakers as stereo, they are clearly not. And because of its placement, audio can sound muffled and weaker than expected, especially when holding the device normally. These issues make the RG Rotate feel less convincing as a dedicated music player. Bluetooth audio also has noticeable delay, so if you care about sound quality or rhythm-sensitive games, you will probably end up using a USB-C dongle anyway.